Hello, 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 hello. Get some music going. I need to add this to my library so I can press it faster. Um, Sorry if my voice sounds a little weird at any point. Got like a zit or a pimple or something at the corner of my mouth, my lip. No, it's not herpes. It's just like a zit. I tried popping it. I've popped it a few times already today. It's just, ugh, it's the worst. The worst, I tell you. Anyways, it does hurt. It's swollen, so if there's any weird like slurring moments, that's the issue. There's nothing I can do about it. Anyways, as I mentioned in the description, if anyone read it, which I doubt anyone did, it's not that important though, we are almost to 50% Arkveld. And that is the goal I want to aim for today, is finishing Arkveld. Real quick, I'm going to grab a blanket because it has been colder than shit for the past few days, and I'm cold. I got like a heated blanket kind of coat thingy. I don't actually have the battery charged to use the heating part of it. So I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna plug that in. Looks like it's charging. Oh, it might be sort of charged. Let's see, let me see. Also, the little pocket that the jacket thingy, I think it's called a snuggie. I could be wrong. It ripped like literally 2 days after I got it. Like one of the threads that holds the pocket just like snapped, so now it doesn't really hold the battery properly. But yeah, today we get Arkveld at least 50%. If I remember correctly, what was holding us back was mostly pelt, but I'm sure I still need at least some. Yeah, I need 6 scales and 10 pelt. But I do believe that I had a good quest. I have one Doshagama quest. So I can get plenty of scales. That's not going to be a problem with this quest. But I don't really have a good quest for pelt. But that's what we're going to do next. Is I want to focus the pelt. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna focus pelt. Just saw my food bonus. Got 20 minutes on it. Should be fine. So I have been kind of thinking. I don't know. I don't think I am yet, but I might be getting pretty close to burning out with streaming Monster Hunter. Am I gonna stop? No. Do I want to stream something else? Yes. Do I know what to stream? No. That's the issue. That is where the issue lies. I could start streaming some modded Minecraft, Jumblecraft, the series I've been trying to do for genuinely years. But I don't know. I need to lock in on editing the video. I haven't made any progress on it recently. I really do need to just lock in and do that, though. Oh, okay, I have no clue what just happened. Dude, it does not go on the bed! Cat keeps trying to take her fucking toy on the bed. Come on. Thank you. Only took 4 years to fucking launch it. You know, if I'd been able to, I don't know, shoot that when I press the buttons, that would have been great. What is going on with these input delays? I'm getting some major input delay. It doesn't go on the bed. Okay. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. Okay. I might do at least some Jumblecraft streams. Just because I miss streaming Minecraft. The issue is, I don't want to stream Minecraft on YouTube. Which would mean going back to Twitch. Which isn't the problem. The problem isn't streaming on Twitch. I have no problems with streaming on Twitch. It's just that I have been streaming on YouTube so much. 38 days, or 39 days now, specifically, that, I don't know, it just feels weird to jump over to Twitch just because I'm playing a different game. I don't know, I feel like also having access to all of my streams in one place kind of makes sense. I actually recently discovered that the raft streams that I did just don't exist anymore. There is no record of them. Because Twitch only saves VODs for a few days. So, that's kind of cool. Okay, cool. Thanks for that. That was awesome. What would I have done without that? We're actually going to go for the capture on this because... mostly because carves don't give me the materials I'm looking for anyways. So... Hello? There we go. Carves don't give me the materials I'm looking for, so I'm just gonna capture it. I have an achievement that requires captures, so... One second, I'm just gonna move my cat's toy, because I want her somewhere I can see her. She's been a fucking menace to society all day, so I want to be able to watch her better. There's a more open spot for you too. It's not all up in the corner. Even though you're the one who pushed it over there. Go ahead! Let's see. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing some, Holy shit, brother. Relax, it's not that serious. It's a ball with a bell in it. How much pelt did I get? Not enough to make a weapon. I got 5 pelt. Nope, I got 4 pelt from that. Cool. Hopefully I can get more on the next hunt. Might as well just straight depart. So, yeah. But I still want to focus Monster Hunter streams. So what I might do is I might have 1 or 2 days, probably just one day set aside for a different game. I might set that as a story game, like Persona 5 would be a lovely game to play on stream. It would also be quite fun, I think, to edit down a Persona 5 video. It would not be the behemoth that is Monster Hunter videos. And the reason for that is a lot of what I'm editing out of this the Monster Hunter videos is either just me running around camps doing whatever the fuck, or B, cutscenes. That has been the majority of the editing stuff I've edited out, or running to chase the monster. Unless there's a funny bit, I just cut it out. This is boring. It's fucking boring. So there's a lot to cut out, and even then, with cutting stuff out, I've still got a video, like just editing down the first video, which was like 2.5 hours. Editing down that, I'm still sitting at about an hour already. Total time of the original videos, by the way, if you're curious, is 14.5 hours. So I'm editing down 14.5 hours, and I'm trying to get it under 4. Dude! It is not that serious! Okay, thank you, dodge button, for working. Cool, thanks for that. No, he killed the fucking Vigor Wasp! He killed the Vigor Wasp! I didn't even know he could do that! You're awake. You shouldn't be. If anyone gets that reference, you're goated. It might be dated in like 2 months. But still. W video. Wish I could edit something crazy like that. Wish I could make something crazy like that. And no, I'm not gonna say what it is. If you don't know what that is, watch better content. Stop watching me and go watch something good. Because by no means is anything I'm producing of any sort of quality. Actually, I was scrolling TikTok, I think today or yesterday, and I saw a video, and it was, I think Joe Bartolozzi, W creator, no hate, but he was giving recommendations on how to be a good Twitch streamer, or just streamer in general. And his stuff was like, get a face cam, be interactive, and then check your statistics. Something along those lines. And it's like, no, I don't want to. The most a face cam will get out of me is I might do something like kind of PNG slash VTuber. That's the most I'm doing. And even then, I'm going to be lazy as fuck about it. I'll draw it myself. I'm not going to get a commission. I do have a character in mind if I would do that. And it's literally going to be like same 4 faces. It's going to be nothing. Dude, you are doing way too much. For what? It's a ball in a ring. Anyways. Interactivity? There's no one here. Who am I going to interact with? I mean, even just what I'm doing right now, I'm talking more. That's just because I'm in a better mood and have more energy than I have the past few streams. So, that's why you're getting more words out of me. And there's stuff I want to talk about. Like, a lot of it is just, I have stuff to talk about, so I'm going to talk about it. And then, checking statistics, like, how well your video does, that's boring as fuck. I do not care. I do this for fun. I do not need this to be successful. I'm going to be playing these video games anyways. Setting a challenge, like 100%ing the game, is simply to hold me accountable to playing the game and completing the challenge. Like, I've mentioned it before, this is not the first time I've tried 100%ing a Monster Hunter game. This is probably about the 3rd time I've tried doing it. Because I tried doing it late game. No, I didn't. Actually, I recently checked my world save file. I did not try it in world. Dude, I didn't let that go. What the hell? I wanted to charge that more. I checked my world and I did not try to. It's the 2nd hunt I've done that. That's the second hunt I've done that. About the same time, too, during the fight. So now he's gonna run down here. There's my bird. Dude. This is why she doesn't get nice toys, is because she plays too aggressively. Every time I get her a nice toy, she starts breaking it immediately. That's why she doesn't get nice toys. But I know I definitely tried in Rise. I tried to craft every piece of armor, and I didn't go for every piece of equipment. That is a Wilds thing, because I'm learning all the different weapons. But like I said, this isn't my first time trying to do this challenge of 100%ing the game. And I tried 100% a lot of games, actually. It's something I like to do. It's something I want to do more of. But, you know, gaming is time-consuming. And 100%ing it is kind of exhausting. And sometimes I just want to play the game. I've never even 100%ed in Minecraft. Like, there's achievements I've never gotten. Especially on console, which is where I've spent the majority of my time. Dude! Dude! It is not that serious! Look at it, you got it fucking all perched up on the wall, all stupid like. But Wilds is the first game I've actually put a ton of... I got 2. I got 2 from that hunt. I need 6 more. Fucking bad hunt. Why am I not just rolling off of this? You know, eventually I'll get somewhere, right? Oh, it's because this lady has a hitbox. This lady has a hitbox. I don't know why she has a hitbox. None of the... Oh, they do have hitboxes. Huh. I thought they didn't have hitboxes. Could have sworn I've run through like 8 of them. I feel like I'm always running through them, but I guess I'm just running into them and pushing them out the way.
Make sure you're prepared.
Yeah, look, now it doesn't play all fun because you put it up against the wall. Shocker how that works. Stupid ass cat, bro. My cat has the same amount of brain cells as a fucking orange cat, but she's not, like... Instead of being just genuinely stupid, she's fucking aggressive stupid. It's fucking annoying. Still having issues with her fucking biting and scratching. So, she spends a good amount of her time in the box. Because she doesn't want to behave properly. Azu's meal! Cool. That'll give us better rewards. I'll probably just go for the fucking carve, because I feel like I was getting more rewards with that.
Alright, let me know if you change your mind.
Do a restock. Is it boring now because you put it up against the wall? Because that's what it looks like to me. Anyways. But yeah, I'd love to play some other games. Persona 5, I might do a run on stream because I love that game. Persona 5 is one of my favorites. Probably aside from like Minecraft, I think Persona 5 is my favorite game that I've ever played. It's got such a good story. The gameplay is fun. There's stuff to collect, which is, as you can probably guess, my favorite. I love collecting in video games. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm too poor to collect in real life. Okay, cool, thanks. Thanks for waiting until my stamina bar was gone to do that. Anyways, so there's other games too that I have on my Steam that I've never even played that I feel like would be fun, and I'd like to play them on stream. I've got some Digimon games, and I really like Digimon. In my opinion, Digimon is better than Pokemon, just generally. The only reason I think Digimon is more popular, especially in the Western world, is 100% due to anime dubbing. Because, in case you are unaware, Digimon hasn't had a dub. Well, the most recent series is dubbed, which is actually so cool. Love that. Before that, hadn't been dubbed since like 2003 or maybe 2006. It was before 2010. But I remember growing up watching like Digimon Adventure, and it was dubbed. If I understand correctly, the dubbing was only like not allowed because some guy owned the music copyright or something and refused to let them dub it or something. I read up on it once, and it just was dumb. But yeah. Anyways, small rant, I guess, about Digimon over. I've got a few Digimon games that I'd love to play on stream. I do not have Digimon Time Story. I want it. I want it so bad. That one would be fun to play on stream. Especially because it's actually probably part of the reason the most recent Digimon series is getting a dub is because the Digimon games have been doing significantly better than the Pokemon games of recent. So that's probably part of why. But I've got one Digimon, I think something Slayoff or Sleuth. I've got one that I know is a story-based game that is very I don't want to say it's very dark, but I know it's dark. I know it deals with like trauma, or to my knowledge, it deals with trauma and just super kind of deep stuff. But I don't know. There's games I want to play other than this on stream, but I've set such a fucking high bar for this game that I kind of just have to lock in on it. But we might set a day and just play some other games. And they're games that have definitive ends that I would stop at for streaming sake. Monster Hunter didn't stop it for streaming sake because there's still so much to do in Monster Hunter. In Monster Hunter, you can keep going. In fact, it's encouraged, especially since there's still no DLC yet. Holy rendering, what is going on the left side of the screen? But like any Digimon game, since they're so story driven, would have like a pretty clear end. Same with Persona 5. I would play it until the final palace, which is after it is Persona 5 Royal, so it would be the final palace, not the original final palace. If you know the game, you know what I'm talking about. Definitely something I want to do. I would love to do another Persona 5 Royal run. Might do one where I don't romance anyone, because I think that is an achievement that I don't have. is not romancing someone. I think I've romanced someone in every one of them. There's 2 achievements when it comes to romancing. I don't know if there's an achievement for romancing each individual character. Like, oh, you romanced fucking On, or oh, you romanced shit, I can't remember their names right now. The doctor. Like, I don't know if there's achievements for doing each one individually. I know that there's one for romancing everyone and one for romancing no one.
Always exciting to find that material you're looking for, isn't it?
Yeah, that beast gem. But the thing about it is, if I did a playthrough on stream, I wouldn't use my ooh, I got 3 guaranteed. Sweet. I wouldn't use my personal playthrough and do New Run Plus for the benefits of that. Hey, 125 fire. For the sake of the stream, it would be just the one run, not New Run Plus. So she is available. God. For some reason, I'm fucking tired. Which is weird. I slept for like 12 hours yesterday. Like, I went to bed, like, right. I didn't even eat dinner, I don't think. I just went to bed. I don't know, I was tired. I don't know, maybe I'm depressed. Who knows? I don't. I'm not a psychologist. What I do know is that I'm getting really sick of not seeing a new Udra gem. Guaranteed. And a Jindahan gem. Guaranteed. I'm sick of it. I want them. It is all I need. How are we doing on pelt? Cause I might go kill that, that random, Guardian of Shagma that's just chilling. I don't need the investigation, we're just gonna run. Persona 5 is definitely one I want to do. Let me alt tab and check some of the games I want to play. Because like I said, I have them all. I wouldn't do Skyrim. It's not something I want to stream. It's a game that I like enjoy, but not to that level. But Digimon Survival was the one I was talking about, with the kind of dark story. I don't know how dark. I'm aware that it's kind of dark. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. I don't know anything about this game. So I don't know if I do the forest at all. I might do Leave It Alone. Just a chill video. I might do a Leave It Alone video. And honestly, it would be, I probably wouldn't even leave commentary on. I'd probably turn off my mic and just play the game. Portal might be an interesting one to do. Sons of the Forest, probably. And there's a few games that I might play with some friends that might get videos made. For example, Guilty as Sock. I haven't actually played it much. It's if you watch Smitty, you've seen it probably. It's mock trials. It's fun. You can't play it a lot in one go because it gets repetitive pretty quick. It's kind of just like we want to hang out, so we're gonna play this game. I might do Monster Hunter World because I actually don't have anything Monster Hunter World on this PC, save file wise. I'm probably not gonna play Slime Rancher. That game is, I like it, but I don't think I like the content that comes out of it a lot of the time. Especially with how old the game is. Slime Rancher 2, personally, I don't enjoy the game. I've played it for just under 7 hours, or just over 7 hours. I didn't like it. It didn't feel as linear as the first game, and that was part of what I liked about the first game, is that it was linear. Progression was linear. In the second Slime Rancher, it wasn't. I don't know how to explain it. Mostly it was the upgrades is what I was having issues with. Because for upgrades, you have to gather, like, minerals and materials. The science materials that you had in the first game, you had to have all of those to even get upgrades. And I don't know, I didn't like it. Because I still needed all of the, like, mining and aviary equipment just to upgrade my back tank. And then I think the final straw I had with it was I got a butterfly slime. And I was trying to get its food. And then I was like, oh, well, if I'm going to get the food, I might as well try to get the favorite. And it was honeydew drops or something. I was like, okay, well, how do I farm those? You can't. You can't farm them. And that was ridiculous. Like, why would I play a farming game if I can't farm materials? Like, from what I saw, there was no way to get significant amounts of the dewdrops or whatever for the monarch slime. And it was just like, dude, why would I want this slime other than the sake of having its plorts if I can't farm its fucking food? Like, the first game didn't have that problem at all. Every single slime, there was ways to get its food. There was ways to farm it. Sometimes they weren't efficient, and that was fine. For example, I think it's rad slimes or crystal slimes. Their favorite food is odd onions, and you can't farm them without farming carrots. When you plant an odd onion, it sprouts mostly carrots, but sometimes odd onions. And I guess I'm just gonna rant this stream. Hello, I'm Mod of Games. I have ADHD, so I'm just gonna talk about whatever I want to. There's no one here anyways, so it's just me. It just allows me to rant to myself, I guess. If you're here and you're listening to me rant, hi. You can engage. I will engage back if you want to engage. Or if you have opinions about what I'm talking about. I don't care. I will listen to your opinions, and I will comment on them. I was still holding that! I think my buttons are going out. I might need a new controller. I mean, I'm aware that I need a new controller. I'm out of a job still. Okay, I did let that go, because he was running away. Anyways, back to Slime Rancher. Even, like, water slimes and fire slimes. You put them in a puddle or the incinerator ashtray. There was ways to get the food. That wasn't just wander into the wilderness and find it. Except, there was one exception. And it made sense that there was one exception. And even the exception was only if you were trying to get the best amount of rewards for what you gave. And it was the gold slime. Its favorite food couldn't be farmed and was found lying around the world in the glass desert, you had to go find gilded ginger. Like, it wasn't something that you could farm. There are mods that change that, of course. I actually kind of enjoy the mods where you can farm gold blorts. I just think it's interesting and fun. But like, it made sense that was the one exception to not being able to farm a material. That and Kookaburras, which was Ogden's, or I can't remember his name. I think it's Ogden. It was his material that you farmed. Like, the materials you farmed at the people who call you, their materials aren't farmable. That is the smallest Rathalos. Why is my camera doing that? That is a Silver Crown small Rathalos and a Silver Crown big. Wait, is he big or is he small? He might be big. I can't tell. Where did the... Okay. Anyways, back to Slime Rancher. The materials you farmed at your, I guess, neighbors? The other ranchers. The stuff you could get from their areas, or their slimes. It made sense that you couldn't, like, farm them. Like Kookaburras, you couldn't take these Quicksilver slimes. You were just stuck with having to do it at their place. Made sense. That was kind of what that whole update grouping was about. Thank you, Dodge Button, once more for working. But it made sense that you couldn't farm their materials. But those were the only exceptions. It was those 3 exceptions. And they made sense. Why can I not farm the food source? And I could be wrong. You might be able to farm it, but Google said I couldn't. I Googled how do I get, or how do I farm the dewdrops? And it just said you couldn't. So maybe I'm wrong. I also couldn't find anything in the book. The Slimepedia. So from everything I saw, you just cannot farm one of the slime's food types. That's ridiculous. Doesn't make sense. And I was really excited about Slime Rancher 2. I actually avoided every single trailer and all the fucking spoilers you could have got. I avoided them up until the game's full release when I bought it. And I avoided all the spoilers. Didn't get spoiled on a single thing. The only thing that I wasn't shocked by were the rabbit slimes, which are on the poster. Like, angler slimes? Had no idea. Bat slimes? Had no idea. All of it was a surprise to me. And then I got the Monarch, and I couldn't farm its food source. And I just killed the game. Because that was literally, like, right after I discovered that I need scientific materials like ores and honey and all that stuff to upgrade my gear. And it wasn't as easy to collect. And that was just, that was it for me. I haven't played the game since, just because I just wasn't enjoying it. Maybe I'll play it again. I don't know. I'll probably give it another shot at some point. Damn, you've got an injury right up your butthole. Shkadoink. But I won't play it on stream. I might do one-shot streams and or videos playing games off of itch, because there's some good games on itch, and I'd like to play some of them. For example, there's a game I played recently that you've seen Markiplier play if you watch Markiplier, and if you don't, what are you doing? Why are you not watching Markiplier? You're a weirdo. But Lunky, cool. The Lunky game that Lixian made, played that. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Probably wouldn't play it on stream just because I've already played it and it's not surprising. But some like short experience games, I don't know if I want to stream them or just upload a video of me playing them. Video would probably be better for me.
This thing's a trove of new data.
It's not. We've killed like 15 of them. Ouch. But there's some other games that I want to play. Like, I actually was watching a video and then I turned it off because I didn't want spoilers. There's a guy who did a remaster / remake of Iron Lung to make it match the movie more. And I don't know if it ends the same or if it plays the same. But I'm interested in playing it. I might do a stream. I might just go play it on my own. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. Probably just make a... If I do make any form of content on it, it'll probably be just a video. Why could you not just have a guaranteed gem, New Udra? Like, why do you hate me? Why do you hate me? Sorry, I'm just looking at the map because it's got some interesting little details. Like, Secret. There's a few of them, actually. There's a boat here. I don't even know. That, like, that, is that the keepers? There's the different spots that you visit. I don't know. It's just got some fun little details. But let's head back to the Grand Hub. Because I believe we should now have all of the pelt we need. Oh, Diva's singing. So now all we need is scales. It's proof of a hero. She's singing proof of a hero. Love proof of a hero. Yeah, so we can probably just do... Oh, it's not proof of a hero. That's like the main menu. I'm gonna call it. That's Diva's tent. I don't think you can get up there. That's Diva's tent. Is that the path to get up there? Why is my tent so important that it's placed right here at the front? And then everyone else has to, like, walk around this little fucking path. There's a whole fence put up right here. Yeah, there's no other way to get back there. Crazy. I don't know how long I've been streaming. I'm starting to lose it. Starting to go crazy. But we're gonna go do that hunt with Ebony Odogaron. Oh, it's daytime.
Yes.
And Rathalos. We should probably only have to do this once,
Quest accepted.
but we'll see. This should be able to get us 6 scales so that we can
Can I help you with anything?
finish off the... At least... Oops. Oh. Holy, it's been a minute since I've had a gun lance. Guardian Rathian. Or Rathalos. I don't know if it's gonna send me after the Rathalos or the Odogaron first. It is gonna send me after Rathalos first.
Commencing quest by order of the guild.
This should finish off this part of Arkveld. And we should be switching over to just fighting Arkveld. Holy balls, this guy is massive. Not crown massive, but massive nonetheless. Don't mind me. Excuse me. Oh, don't worry about me. Excuse me. Ooh, Nova Crystal. Anyways, back to the fight. Uh-oh. Come on. Knock him down. Yeah. Good shit. Ball! I missed. I was trying to put away my weapon and then use a flash pot, but I couldn't put my weapon away. Ooh, injury! Skadoosh. Ooh, I dodged in the wrong way. It's fine. It worked out. You want to know something I want to talk about? Just because it's a recent occurrence in my life. Is Fire Force. Fire Force is goated. It is a banger anime. I actually own the manga, and I would love, and I'm gonna start reading them. I just haven't. Just because it's hard to find time to read. Just outright. Like, I can read on a drive, or I can read while someone else is, like, driving me somewhere. I can't just... I don't see a reason for me to just stop doing something and pick up a book. Like, there's just not a lot of things I can do while I'm reading. And I like to multitask, which is why I love audiobooks so much. But, you know, mangas really don't transfer well into the medium of audiobooks. I have the Attack on Titan mangas for the same reason, and I haven't read them either. Maybe I need to start In fact, that might be a good habit for me to pick up, is to start reading. Holy crap, have we already been going for 2 hours? No, that's 8:36. We've been going for an hour. Maybe a good habit for me to do is to start reading in bed instead of doom scrolling. Probably a really good habit to pick up. Oh, I should have sharpened. Run! No! Ouch! Let me sharpen my weapon, man. Hop off! Hop off! Holy fuck, he's mad after me. Those are Vespoids. Here we go. Oh, well, thanks for that, finally. Ouch! Holy fuck, that was cool. I don't know what the hell I just did. I broke its wing, and that took it down. So that was cool. There are way too many wolf crystals right there. Ow. Anyways, Fire Force just ended, in case you were unaware. And in case in case you were unaware, Fire Force is a prequel to Soul Eater. And Soul Eater is also really good. And it looks like there is a possibility of a Soul Eater remake. And God, I fucking hope so. Because the original Soul Eater anime came out before the manga was finished. So they made up the ending. Which isn't... It's not something uncommon. It happens a lot. Especially in like early 2000s animes. For example, the original Full Metal Alchemist anime was the same way. Yeah, they had to make up the ending because they didn't know what the ending was. And personally, this is my opinion, I quite like the ending that the original series did. Did it match the story? God, no. Not even almost. They went off on a whole other tangent, and then they made a movie about it, too. And I guess Hitler's in that movie, so that's fun. But, like, it's not an uncommon thing to happen where animes have to make up the ending because they catch up or get ahead of the manga. But because Fire Force just ended and it leads pretty much directly into Soul Eater, and the end of Fire Force hinted at Soul Eater, like we saw the characters from Soul Eater in the epilogue, there's a pretty high likelihood of a Soul Eater remake. And I really hope so. Because I actually watched Soul Eater for the first time about a year ago. Like, it hasn't been that long for me. But, like, my first watch through Soul Eater, like, full watch through, God, I was hyped the entire time. It was so good. I enjoyed every second of it. It had me laughing. It had me excited. It had me hyped. I don't know if it ever had me emotional, but I know it had me hyped. But what was I gonna say? Fuck, I don't even know. Where was I going with that? Who knows? That is the curse of ADHD. Is I have no idea where I was going with that. But it'd be cool to see it remade with like modern animation and even with it being from the early 2010s, it stands to the test of time, just about as well as Brotherhood does. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Like they do pretty good. They are very good. Holy shit, this one is kicking my ass. I might need to lock the fuck in. But Jesus. I'm like having to lock in. Ow. Yeah, that just took out like the entirety of my train of thought. Ouch. My first experience with Soul Eater was probably quite a bit closer to its release, and that's because my cousin was watching it. And I remember because it was at like a party, not like a full-on teenager party, but like it was definitely a bunch of her friends or family friends. I'm not entirely sure, and it was at my grandparents' house, and they had the garage kind of not exactly remodeled, but set up as like a separate like entertainment area. So there was a TV and some couches in there. And my first experience with probably anime as a whole was Soul Eater. And that was the first episode. I remember it was the scene where God, I can't remember his name right now. It might just be Soul. I don't remember. But where he is trying to chase a witch, quote, witch, and he runs or dives into her bath, and she's like all naked, and he's a pervert, and he does the pervert thing in anime. That scene is my first interaction with anime, probably as a whole. Like, there might have been other moments, like, because my brothers also were watching anime around the same time, starting to get into it. Which is actually part of why Full Metal Alchemist was almost the first anime I watched. I have this thing with anime. It's kind of just a personal rule of mine, and it applies to every show I watch. Here we go on a side tangent, by the way. But my rule is, if I fall asleep on the first or second episode, I have to just stop watching and give it a good minute break. Like, it was probably 4 or 5 years before I went back and watched Full Metal Alchemist fully, because when I first tried to watch it, I fell asleep and woke up having no clue what was going on. And it's actually the reason I still haven't watched not Full Metal Alchemist, Naruto. I haven't watched Naruto. And at this point, I really don't want to watch Naruto, because it's just so fucking hyped, and I don't feel like it's gonna... I don't think it's gonna stand up to that hype. I really, really don't. The only anime that I've ever watched that stood up to the hype that it had was One Piece. Like, I recently was able to catch up on One Piece and make it to the end of the Egghead arc, because it was fully dubbed. I was finally able to catch up. And I was hyped the entire time. Like, things happened, and I was like, what? No way! The entire time. And like no other show has done that for me. For that long. Like there's shows I've watched for multiple seasons, and there's seasons where I'm like, I don't know what's going on, and I'm honestly kind of not interested. For example, Shield Hero. Rising of the Shield Hero. First season, hype as fuck. Second season, I don't remember what happened. And I believe the third season was like entirely about them traveling to other dimensions, which is such a weird direction for an isekai to go. Like, this is already a story about someone going to a different dimension. We don't need to add more. And honestly, that's about where I stopped watching Shield Hero. I probably will go back and like catch up, but I don't know. That kind of did it for me. I was just like, this is ridiculous. But Naruto, back to Naruto. I haven't watched it because I was watching it and I was just sitting on the couch, you know, minding my business. And then I woke up and he was being chased by some guy. And I was like, who the fuck is that guy? He has some kind of importance. Like, Naruto was talking about how he betrayed him, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And I checked the episode, I was like 5 episodes in. And I was like, I fell asleep halfway through the first one. And since that day, I have not gone back to watch Naruto. Because honestly, it's so hyped, and I don't think it can stand up to that hype. I really, really, really don't. I feel like I'm gonna watch it, expecting this hype that everyone has set it up to be, and just be disappointed. And if I want to watch a disappointing anime, I'll watch Jujutsu Kaisen. Cause, like... Anyways. No hate to Jujutsu Kaisen, but like, holy fucking hype was that anime. That is probably one of the most hyped animes for really no reason. I watched the first season, and it wasn't bad. I'm not saying it's bad anime, but it was not worth the hype. The most hype I got out of that anime was actually the opening. The opening is a banger. That's the most I got out of it. I didn't think it was that interesting. Like, I'll give you an anime with very similar premise. Chainsaw Man had more hype than Jujutsu Kaisen. And it did it better. I found it more interesting. The intro was just as good, if not better. And it was actually, like, interesting. And maybe I just need to go and watch more of Jujutsu Kaisen and rewatch it. It's been probably a few years since I last touched it. But, oh god, it's the same thing with fucking Demon Slayer. Same thing, it's just so hyped that honestly I don't think it'll be enjoyable. Does that mean it's bad? No. I still enjoyed what I have watched of Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer. Like, I don't dislike them. It's purely that I don't think they stand up to the hype that they have. Which is why I kind of stepped away from, like, mainstream anime. And by mainstream, I just mean the stuff that is, like... the stuff that non-anime watching people are watching. I try not to watch it. Because, like... I feel like those people who have never watched anime are getting super hyped about stuff that is pretty common in anime as a whole. And thus not interesting to someone who has been watching anime for so long. because I've been watching anime a majority of my life. Like, my first anime, I'm not gonna lie, it was Sword Art. Sword Art is one of my favorite anime. Yes. Is it good? Not really. It has its issues. It is it has stuff that Western cultures don't really like do as often as anime does, like, you know, the sister con stuff and the insane amount of sexual harassment that goes on in that show. Even Sword Art does it a lot for an anime, but I think it fits the plot very well.
Wait, was that the last of what you needed?
Did I delete all of my ebony gems or something? 'Cause I feel like I had a ton of those. Anyways, yeah, I had a bunch of those. What happened to all my ebony gems? Or did I have a bunch of? I had a bunch of pleats. Never mind. Never mind. Look at that. 5 scales off the rip. I only needed 6. And I guarantee you I got one from a wound that I broke. Ooh, that was the biggest guardian. I didn't even realize that guy was kind of big. 126, by the way, for the hunter rank. But I like Sword Art because, in my personal opinion, I like overpowered characters when there's like at least a decent story behind them.
Yes.
But that was my first anime. So,
See you again, Hunter.
and I watched that in like, ooh. That was when Gun Gale Online was still kind of new. I think, is when I watched it. So that would have been 2013, 14 maybe, was when I first started watching anime. And then the first other anime that I ever watched after that, because that was before I was like really starting to get into anime, I just watched that one. I watched it significantly earlier than I should have been. I was way too young to be watching it, but I watched it, so it is what it is. Anyways, moving on. The next anime I watched after that was Bleach. Bleach was good. I liked Bleach. It definitely doesn't hold itself as high as newer animes do. Just because it started in, I think it started in 2005, so it's as old as me. But that was my first anime, and hold on, because we're about to we're crafting significant progress. We have made 2 weapons, and that takes us on the notepad to having 2 out of 5 of every single weapon. Which means we are done with guardian monsters. We do not have to hunt more guardian monsters for Arkveld. We still have to hunt them for their own stuff. But Arkveld does not require any more guardian materials. So we're done with that. Like, not even the guardian Arkveld armor requires it. It requires hunter symbols and callus shells, which is the one thing I'd have like none of. I don't have any callus shells or certificates or hunter symbols. I actually am aware of a quest that you can farm hunter symbols with, and it is an event quest, specifically this one here. For whatever reason, I don't really know why, all of these, it's 4 Quamatrice and a Mitsune, and for some reason, it can drop multiple of every hunter symbol. 1, 2, and 3. So, These will be... I will probably be farming these quite a lot. This quest here. But... Hey, my foot hurts. But back to my
See you again.
rant on anime, which is not really a rant. It's just me. I'm just gonna keep talking about it. And I'll be honest. There's anime I've dropped, and there's a few reasons for me dropping anime. One was, as previously mentioned, if I fall asleep in the first few episodes, that means it was boring, and I'm not gonna watch it. Two is unintentional dropping of anime, which is either I caught up and then there was new stuff and I haven't gone back to watch it. For example, My Hero. I haven't finished My Hero Academia. I know it's done. I know the anime is done. I just haven't gone back to watch it. The last thing I watched, I think, was when Deku stops being a vigilante. I think that's the last thing I watched. And that's like 2 or 3 years old. That was probably about the last thing I watched. And 2 kind of falls under, or next, the next reason I drop anime is kind of similar to the main reason I drop anime, for, you know, them being boring and me falling asleep. And it's just them being boring. If I don't find it interesting, I'm just going to drop it. And I really only have one example of that. And it's a pretty popular anime. One Punch Man. I tried to watch it. It was boring. Do I understand why people like it? Yes. Yes, I understand why people like it. But it wasn't interesting. I get that it's a comedy, and the whole thing is, haha, he is sad and depressed because he beats everything in one hit. It's boring. It was boring. I might understand the comedy better now, and maybe I could go rewatch it. I don't know. But I don't know. I didn't like it when I first watched it. We're gonna go fight Arkveld, by the way. It's kind of why I'm delaying. And then one of the other reasons I'll drop an anime is bad voice acting. If I turn it on and the dialogue is all kinds of wacky and goofy sounding, I'm dropping it. And that happens more with like the romance animes I watch than the action animes. Action animes get way better attention when it comes to dubbing than the romance. I like romance. Don't be hating. If you don't be watching romance, good for you, I guess. I don't know. Romance is banger. I love romance. It is good. What were we doing? Arkveld. Arkveld. Damn, that's how long it's been. We don't even have the Arkveld pants equipped. Even though I thought I had them maxed out. Could have sworn I did. Do I not? Okay, it must have been the gloves. Because I thought I went through... I thought I upgraded my gear, and I didn't remember that I went through and upgraded, or swapped all these out to have the correct gear. I forgot I did that. W me, by the way. Don't need a water resist gem with Arkveld. Let's see. What skills can I level up? I mean, off rip, I can see that I can level up weakness exploit. To level 3, which gets me plus 15 affinity. Holy crap, my foot hurts. Um, and flare. Do I even have flare? I feel like I do. Do I have flare? No. No, I don't. So it would just be giving me levels in flare. I don't know if I said it. I probably have. I don't like that they split what decorations you can put on what. It's really annoying. Like, if I want to put weapon decorations on my armor, I should be allowed to. If I want to, like, focus damage. Because that's the thing, is most of the decorations you can put on your weapons are just damage based. But yeah, I think we're going to switch this out for Tenderizer 3. Which is only one level. Still don't like that, but oh well. I am going to save this. Here we go again, though, with Arkveld.
Yeah.
I know I have Arkveld investigations. Do we have a weapon for Balahara? Do I? Let me check the list. I don't know if I have a weapon for Balahara. I do. It's Insectglaive. I don't think I have a Balahara build, though. Okay. We don't actually have that many Arkveld exclusive hunts. I really don't want to do Tempered Arkveld. I don't think I'm ready for Tempered Arkveld. Super, like, heavy. Like, I can do just a Tempered Arkveld. I don't think I can do Tempered Arkveld and something else. Especially another Tempered monster. But just one Arkveld, I can handle. In fact, let's see. Are there any non-Tempered Arkvelds? Because I'd like to focus non-Tempered Arkvelds. There's an Uthduna. Where's New Udra? Why do we never get New Udra? I'd like to see more New Udra. Anyways, we're gonna go after some Arkveld. And I'm gonna try to clear out some investigations, because I have way too many investigations. In fact, we're gonna get rid of this one off rip. Because I don't need more Guardian materials for a while. Let's do Arkveld Balahara.
I'm counting on you.
And I need to see if I have a Balahara build. I know it's Insectglaive. So let me check. It is Monster Field Guide. Let's see. Where's Balahara? Balahara. We only killed 4 of them. Balahara is lightning. Or thunder. Let's see if I have a thunder Insectglaive. Or even just a build for Balahara. I don't see one. Okay. Let's see. Insectglaive. I do have a lightning Insectglaive. Why is this one, like, just actually better? Real quick. I want to go check out some bugs for Insectglaive.
How can I serve?
Vanished insects.
Do you have any requests?
think this one is Severing Thunder. So that would have been this bug. Focusing on the paralysis. So what about this one? What if I focus this one on paralysis? I don't have monster fluid. It's a weird thing to not have.
Safe wandering.
I'm not gonna worry about it. Let me do a build for Balahara real quick. Do we want this one? As well as Thunder? Is this the only Thunder attack I have? And then Slugger. Okay, so that's Balahara. Balahara. Cool. So as soon as I'm done with Arkveld, I can just run straight into Balahara. Let's go. I promise, I'm not gonna crash out at Switch or Charge Blade today. We're not crashing out at Charge Blade. Not today. I refuse. I'm not gonna do it. I really don't want to do it. So I'm not going to. Support ship's here.
Don't be shy. Have a look. Here. It's all yours. Hope it serves you well. Hope it serves you well.
That'll be fine. Let's go fight Arkveld. It has been a hot minute since we fought Arkveld. Like, it has been a while. Fucking Dark Hornets.
Always exciting to find that material you're looking for, isn't it?
I'm pretty much always finding materials I need. Like, it's a fairly constant thing. Anything unique about this Arkveld? Oh. No! Off the rip is wild! Ouch! 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 Holy balls, I'm getting beat up. Run! I didn't inventory restock. Okay. Can I charge my shield, please? That should have guard pointed. No! Power Clash. Injury! Why am I glowing like that? Is this the wrong element? Can I morph back, please? Thank you for that, because apparently I'm out of null berries. That's not what I wanted to do, and I don't know why I did that. That was really rewarding. That was really cool. Injury! I'm stuck. Let me out. Because I want to do the big super move. Never mind, I have to charge my shield. How do I... There we go. Go away, Quamatrice. Okay. Quamatrice. Are we serious? He's gonna wake him up. Quamatrice! You fucking dick! For that you die. For that you die. Holy balls, this Quamatrice is massive. It's a silver crown. Go away. I'm gonna leave those vials red, because I feel like I'm gonna have to charge my shield pretty much as soon as I get over here. What? No way Quamatrice is going to the same place. Brother. Did you miss the plot? Cool. Love that that has such a, like, crippling, like, you're stuck in this animation. Love that. Okay, I feel like I should have been able to, like, counter that with that attack, but okay. Whatever. I'm telling you, Arkveld has way too much dragon element. It should not be this common for me to be dragon blighted. Like, why am I spending the entire fight dragon blighted? That is ridiculous. It is not even almost the last of those I need. No, I needed to charge my shield. Back to anime, just because it's a good topic to talk about. I don't remember what I was talking about, but I'll talk about One Piece for the time being until I find something to hyper focus on. One Piece is really fucking good, and if you complain about the length, and that's the one reason you're not watching is, oh, One Piece is too long. I guarantee you're probably watching something longer. Like, I think Naruto in its entirety is about 500 episodes, and that's half of One Piece. And then Bleach is 360 something, not including Thousand Year Blood War. That's nothing. That's a third of One Piece. Like, if you're not watching One Piece because of its length, you're watching it for you're not watching it for a stupid reason. Because there is no good reason to not be watching One Piece. That's stupid. Here we go again with the switching into axe mode for no reason. Just because I block a single attack. Which then causes me to not block another attack. I feel like this isn't doing dragon damage. Oh! This is a physical vial now. I forgot about that. Get that out of my face. Brother, why are we running already? I, for example, started in, like, I started watching One Piece in, I want to say November of 2024? No, it was 2023. I started watching One Piece. It was before Egghead even started. And I was caught up with only watching probably like, if I want to say, I want to say like 20 episodes a week. That's how much I was probably watching. It was about that much. Which is a lot, but not a crazy amount. It's a little less than 3 episodes a day. I was probably watching more than that. But I caught up in less than a few months. And I watched a guy recently watch the entirety of One Piece in like 7 days. It might not have been 7 days. It might... Where'd my block go? Because I was definitely blocking that. Yeah. Let's just crawl really slow to get up for no reason at all. Not what I wanted. I hate that you switch into axe automatically. There it is again. I still fucking hate it. It makes the combos really fucking stupid. And then half the time I blocked doesn't do fucking anything. I was still on the ground. How the fuck did that hit me? I said... Oh my god. Here we go again. Why? Why? Why didn't I just pull it out like a normal fucking person? Hello? Thank you. How's the raid out doing over there? Or is it sitting there? Yeah, I was able to catch up on One Piece pretty quick. So, like, once you are actually watching it, if you enjoy it, you'll get hooked really fast, and then you'll just start watching it all the time. And you'll be able to get through really fast. I promise you, when you're caught up, you'll be like, man, there's not enough One Piece. And you want to know why I can say this? I was you. If you're saying One Piece is too long and that's why you're not watching it, I was you. It's the exact same reason I didn't watch One Piece for so long. Is because it was scary long, and I wasn't sure I'd be able to catch up, and I didn't want to get stuck like that. And then I was told my friends, like, I'll just wait until it's done. And then I realized, when it's done, what's gonna be the point in watching? I'll already know what the One Piece is. So now I'm a part of that group that's watching One Piece, who will be there when we learn what the One Piece is. I'm there for that. I'm a part of that. So, stream will probably end after this hunt, because I'm low-key tired as fuck. So I'm probably gonna make some... I might make some tea or something. Watch something, or maybe I'll read a book. I don't know. Bahara. This one should go by real quick. Because I'm actually fairly confident with Insect Glaive. Yeah, this is probably the last hunt. I might see if I can lock in on editing that video. See if I can get through another one of the videos. Do remember, I have to edit down 14 and a half hours of content. And I have ADHD. So just locking in on that is fucking hard. Because I can't do anything else while I'm watching. I have to just sit there and watch it and see what to cut out. And that's only the first part of the editing. Then I have to go back through and watch it and add... I'll probably add subtitles and then, like, frames. I don't think I'll add bits. Like, I probably won't have comedy bits. Just because... Honestly, I don't think the editing program I'm using will work very well for that. I'm probably going to switch editing programs as soon as I can. The editing program I have is just not good. I could have sworn you could knock him down. Dancing time! Ow! I forgot how to fire the marker. The one that stays. Oh, there's another one. Dude, why are you still here? Go. I forgot the combo I liked. I don't want Rid out anywhere near where I'm fighting. Cool. Love that we're going in the direction I said to go. Can I get a 2, please? Holy shit! Where the hell did it go? You're not gonna gaslight me. I know you fucking teleported. We got the tail. Well, there goes Ray now.
Remember to carve that severed part.
Yeah. It's not like, it's not the same as Rathalos. Rathalos, not so much. I'm gonna grab these tally off. I guess it's just the one. Could have sworn I saw a few. What a Chad right there, huh? Look at that guy. He's just chilling. He's just chilling right there. Not a care in the world. Yeah. Insect Glaive is really fun. Charge Blade, not so much. I still don't like Charge Blade. Be gone. Tempered Balahara. Cool. Thanks for that. How are you getting the same thing? Thank you. Watch it die like in 2 seconds too. What the hell am I hitting? What the hell did I just hit? What the fuck did I just do? I have never seen that. Get the purple or get the orange. Dude. I don't have a name for the bug, I don't think. But God, is he useless. I did it again! I don't know what the fuck that was, that's so cool. I've never seen that before. I kind of know how to get that combo, but not really. It's a cool combo, though. It looks fucking sick. Cool. Good hunt. So, real quick, we're gonna go see what we can do for Arkveld parts. Probably not a lot. Honestly, I'm just gonna go to the wish list. We got a new title. Maybe 25 Arkveld? No, no way. I don't know. We're gonna see what we can do for Arkveld. I guess we'll just start at Grid Sword. Why not? Let's check. We can. Wait, no, we already have that. We can, but we can craft one. So I gotta pop over to my notepad and see which one I only have 2 of. We can start at dual blades. We only have 1 or 2 dual blades. So we can go and we can make normal Arkveld dual blades.
Watch this.
But we can't make another. We don't have enough certificates. So, that's the main issue, is certificates. Certificates and Kalashels are the issue. But, that does put us at 3 separate items today. Which I think does push us over the limit. Over 50%. So very barely. Allow me to update the current goals. First, before I do that though, I know what it is already. I already have it calculated. I want to check Balahara armor. Where's Balahara? There he is. I don't mind that. Like that. I like that. I don't like that. Okay. I think this is the vibe. So we're gonna craft whatever we can of it,
Can I proceed?
Watch this.
which is probably not a lot.
Watch this.
Oh, I crafted the wrong chest plate, I think.
A safe.
Watch this.
No, I crafted the right one. Never mind.
A safe.
Watch
Well, that's gonna be the reason we can't make the full set. It literally is. Because that consumed the one of the fucking certificates I needed.
Can I proceed?
Watch this.
My solution... Oh, never mind. My solution was gonna be to... Maybe it didn't. Because... What's that look? That might also be a vibe. I don't know. I kind of like having my hair out sometimes. But... Can we also craft... Is there a Balahara insect glaive? I think there was. Yes, there is. So this is also something to do. And I'll probably just start here. Actually, I might start here. Because I have to unlock Raydao. And these don't, like, convergent. It's... I don't know. I don't really know. There's some weird things about the, upgradings in Wilds that I'm not fond of. But, that's a few of those done. We're probably just going to keep going with that next stream, which is tomorrow, by the way. But we'll get to that. But that is all I have for today. And pop over and edit the current task to the current percentage we are, because it is 50.8. We got to the goal of what I wanted to get done today, which was to get over 50%. We did achieve at least that, so I'm happy with that. But that is all I have for today. So if you came by live, good lord, everything's fine. If you came by live and we're hanging out in the chat, I appreciate you. If you missed the stream and you want to catch in next time, we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays starting at about 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We try to go for about 2 or so hours. It's my goal most of the time, but really it's all on vibes. I don't really have any other announcements, so thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you again next time. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.